What's up, nerds? Let's open up the RoboSkull Mark II Kickstarter. Let's go! Alright, let's open this sucker up. I have a lovely camera operator today with Mr. Kevin. Thank you, Kevin.
Hello.
Alright, this is actually his. Oh, before we open this up, check this out. This was a pre-release figure that came with this, the Wolf Trooper. And yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's got the card back on here for the Wolf Trooper, the file card, and for Skeletron, whom I'm assuming Skeletron is in the box. Maybe? I don't know. This is Kevin's, not mine. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we've got. Just to start it off, it does say open at seam, just in case you were, wondering how to open a box. And here we go. We also brought out the original vintage RoboSkull right here with Wolf Trooper. So there you go. Pretty cool. All right, now got a couple of supports in here. I think I actually need to flip this upside down to get it out of the box. Okay, supports are out. There we go. All right. Get this out of here. And we just a regular plain old cardboard box. Looks all the fancy shipping carton information was on this guy. All right, let's open this one up. Be a little gentler with this. And there we go. Okay. And spin this around. Looks like the Mark II, red RoboSkull Mark II SE.
That's the one with the yellow face paint.
Okay. Let's pull this guy out of here. Good grief. So, say a little something about this Kickstarter, Kevin, because I actually did not take part of this.
You know, it was 2 years ago, and I don't remember much about it. They did work with the original RoboSkull designer.
Okay.
In redesigning the new one. We'll find out as you open it. It is designed to fit both 3 3/4 and 6-inch figures.
Seriously?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Interchangeable cockpit.
Okay.
And that's actually what sold me on it.
Okay.
That feature alone.
So, does it come with, because I know we have the 3 3/4 inch figure here, does it come with the 6-inch pilot as well?
Figure in it.
Okay.
We're going to find out.
All right.
Like I said, it's been so long, I have completely forgotten what's in it, so we're just going to wait to find out.
All right, so let's go ahead and remove the bag here.
I think this is the one that comes with Wild Eagle.
You know, I was also just noticing that I'm asking you all these questions. You're off camera. I've got the mic. So I don't know if any of that is actually...
Well, my voice is pretty loud.
Okay.
So if you look at the... there's your front package art.
Yep.
Show the side.
So front package art. Let's go ahead and look at the top really quick. We've got prisoner transport, removable Skeletron storage and prisoner transport. Hidden weapon system, seats for 4 figures.
4 figures?
Seats for 6-inch figures.
4-inch
4-inch figures. Seats for 6-inch figure. Rear blast cannon. 3 flight modes. And eye socket weaponry. I don't think the original... Well, no, the original had the laser blaster eye sockets right there, but no launching. Looks like we actually have launching missiles on this guy. So let's check out the side. Just a nice graphic right there. It almost looks more like a TIE Interceptor or a Darth Vader's TIE Fighter wings instead of the flat wings of the original.
I do know from the prototype, hold up the vintage.
Yeah.
And just in the palm of your hand for some scale. That's how big the skull is. The new one, the skull is almost human size.
Jeez Louise. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else we got here? So we have the artwork on the side. We covered that. And there we go. So this is what is included in the box. Faction 4 Series 1/18th scale compatible. Includes swappable seat for 4-inch pilots in the cockpit. Very cool. It looks like Wild Weasel, kind of.
Yeah, that's the figure that comes with the special edition, is the Wild Weasel pilot.
And it's a 4-inch pilot. All right, that's pretty cool. If you look, it comes with some kind of like lightning blast almost, a bunch of different blast effects, some little skeledrones. That's pretty cool. Is it a flight stand right there that we've got?
Yep.
Very cool. And a 1/12 scale compatible Sector 6 series. Includes swappable seat for 6-inch pilot in the cockpit. You've got the Vader mode right there. You've got X attack mode, thank you. Articulated jaw, the articulated jaw, that's cool.
That shoots lightning out the mouth.
Okay, lightning out the mouth. And then prisoner transport mode, that's pretty cool. Then we do have the, okay, so instead of Wild Weasel, it's Red Weasel, which makes sense because this is the Red Shadows. For those of you that don't know, the Red Shadows were the villains in the Action Force G.I. Joe series in the 80s in England, right? You had, instead of Cobra, well, Cobra eventually joined the team, but their main villains were the Red Shadows. All right, are we ready to open this thing? Here we go. A slice of tape right there. Slice tape right here. Down here at the bottom. Try not to cut my hand off. There we go. All right. Okay. I don't want to rip your box. There we go. This thing...
The other side, from the flat side.
Probably. That would have been smarter to open it from the flat side, but we didn't because I don't do things smart here on the Sarlacc Digest. I just do it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. Good grief, this thing is big. All right, so what have we got here? We have got an envelope right here. It might contain some specs.
Maybe artwork.
Maybe some artwork. Okay. Oh, all right. Looks like we've got some directions here. RoboSkull Top Secret. You've got, let me see, what does it say? Titanium alloy reinforced blast shield. It's got all the specifications for the ship itself. That's pretty neat. Okay, cool. It's very reminiscent of the old G.I. Joe blueprints that would come with the vehicles, right? It is blank on the back, yep. And very cool looking, okay. But what else is in the envelope, you might ask? Well, we have got, let's see, that's not everything. There's more. Okay, let's get everything out of there. Here we go. Set that aside. Don't fall. All right, so we've got the operations manual, like so. Okay, it's got the directions on how to put it all together. And, oh, does it unfold or is it a book? It's not, oh, it is saddle stitched. Okay, cool. Got more directions, instructions on everything here. I love the fact that the jaw's articulated. That is really cool. And, right. Operations manual for the SK4 Robo Mark II. Cool. We've also got some stickers, some decals right here. It looks like some computer terminal stickers. That's really cool. All right. And then we've got the beast itself. So, So we got different levels of... This is taped together. It is not.
Yes, there's tape here.
Oh, is there tape right there? All right. Yep. All right. Let's grab the blade. There we go. One. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of tape that hold it in. Nope, there we go. There it is. Okay. All right, we've got a piece of cardboard. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's a figure protector. Looks like the figure is sandwiched in there. Here we go. Ah, he's in there good. Let's see. Is that taped down too? Oh yeah, that's taped down too.
Third layer.
Third layer of tape, which is funny because there's 2 layers there too. Right. You're getting an honest-to-goodness unboxing here, all warts and all. All right. There we go. Good. Thank you. Don't want to break my Skeletron. Oh, geez, more tape. There we go. There we go. And one over here. Come on. There we go. Okay. Got wings and projectiles. Some machine gun parts. More projectiles right there. Some blasts. Let's see if I can pop the figure out now. There we go. Get a little traction on it. There we go. That is... Get rid of some of that glare right there. Red Weasel. Very cool. Flip that over right there. You've got... Now, it's funny. This one does not seem to have the regular file card like the others do. The others were very reminiscent of this. Now, who are all these characters we've got on the back?
I don't know. So the Red Wolf, we brought out one character.
Yeah.
Grab him.
All right.
Is that the Wolf Trooper?
This is the Wolf Trooper.
So, Wolf Trooper has already been pre-released. I believe some of the Red Wolf, Blood Wolf might have already been sent out. The Assassin Skeledrones have already been sent out. There's a bunch of those figures that have already been released and shipped that I just didn't order.
Oh, okay. So they weren't part of your particular...
Correct.
Okay, cool. That's a really cool looking figure, though. I like the bubble shape and all that.
That's not a 6-inch figure?
No, that's not 6-inch. Well, okay, here we go. I didn't realize that this one's actually an O-ring figure.
Correct.
And this one right here is a 4-inch figure. So you've got the difference between a 3 3/4 inch and a 4-inch figure. That's
big 4 inch. That's almost a 5-inch figure.
Almost, yeah. He's pretty tall. That's pretty interesting, though, the way they did that, having one O-ring and one modern era style figure.
They've also teamed up with Marauder to do 4-inch figures and 6-inch figures.
All right. So 4-inch and 6-inch figures.
So they're covering all figure styles
through Marauder
with all of their figures.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
Well, Marauder's doing the modern versions.
Okay, Marauder's doing modern versions. And, all right, shall we dig in?
Let's do it.
All right, so let's go ahead and remove the skull itself.
Unbag that and hold it up to your own head.
You got it. So, Kevin wasn't entirely sure whether or not he got the one with the yellow stripe or the regular version. And for comparison...
Right?
Wow.
Big.
That is nuts. And the mouth opens, but I'm not entirely sure I want to mess with it without reading the directions first. So, very cool. I'm always hesitant to play with other people's toys. There was that one time I broke Marco's ship. All right, that pops open. All right. Okay, so as you can see on the inside, some of the decals are already in there for the controls. So I'm not entirely sure if the controls, the decals that it came with for controllers, don't go with the 6-inch chair either.
You know, maybe they're different panels.
Could be.
Customize?
Could be. But that thing is solid. So very cool.
You can just pull down on the
Digging
top.
that. Do you?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, no, it's not. There's
right.
there must be some kind of a release mechanism. There we go. Yeah, it's this thing right here. This little nub pulls out, and then the mouth opens up like so. That's really cool. Got some rocket launchers in there. Okay.
Or other things.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. All right, let's go ahead and put this back down. Close the mouth up. Set that. So
old skeleton.
There you go. By way of comparison, that is nuts. Look at that. That is really cool. All right. So here's your additional chair right there. That's for the 6-inch figures right there. I believe it is swappable. There seems to be 3 little holes right here. There's probably a couple of pegs in there that you just pop out the 3 3/4 inch or 4-inch version and pop that guy in there. So you've got your 6-inch chair. Right here we have got, looks like some kind of a booster engine. I don't know. Where'd the box go so I can actually see what this thing looks like? Okay. It looks like that goes on the jaw or under the jawbone. Yeah, it's a pair of cannons that actually go under the jawbone right there. That's pretty cool. All right, I like that. So this, let's not assemble anything just yet. Let's get everything out of the box. All right, next up, we have got a flight stand. So there we got a little stand that mimics flight. It's amazing how small that is. I would have expected it to be a little bit bigger than that.
It may not be for what you think it is.
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay. Maybe it's an ejection seat. Who knows? So then we have got, my goodness, these are really tiny little pieces right here. I'm going to flip this little cradle over here so we don't lose anything. Because look at this. That little piece right there, that is easily lost. All right, there's 2 of those. We've got the rest of these guys. All right, so we've got 5 little missiles and 2 small connectors of some sort. Yeah, and then we've got what looks like a couple of Gatling guns here. Got a couple of these little Gatling guns. Okay, I think those might go in the eye sockets.
I think so.
Maybe. So we'll go ahead and set those aside. I'm hesitant on this because the wing itself is really in there good. I want to make sure I get everything else out first. Got some blast effects. I love these clear blast effects that they're including with vehicles and figures nowadays. This adds a next level of dimension to it, especially for people that like to do toy photography. It's absolutely fantastic. So, all right, so let's get the wing out of here. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Cool. That's interesting. Oh, neat. That's really neat. The wing spreads open like so. Nice.
Looks like a ship all by itself.
It does. It really does. You could put like a little cockpit right there and you'd be set. That's cool. All right, let's put that aside. Clicks into place. Sits right there on the connector that attaches to the earpiece of the skull. I'm going to flip this upside down like that. There is more tape because, you know, got to keep this in place somehow.
Better tape than sorry.
Better tape than sorry. Damn, Kevin. Dad jokes are on fire today. All right. Separate that. Nope, there's still one more piece of tape. All right. So set this aside right here. Oh my God, there's yet another piece of tape. Good Lord. Well, rest assured that your skeleton, your RoboSkull is going to arrive safely because nothing can penetrate the tape. All right, let's go ahead and, wow, that electricity, the little electric blast right there is far bigger than I expected. That is intense. Very cool. All right. Go ahead and set that aside. Got some more blast effects. Double up on our blasters. Very cool. And the other wing. Thank you for letting me play with your toys, Kevin. This is great. What you don't know is this is following a full day of Kevin helping me catalog all the Star Wars stuff you see all over the damn table. Oh, this one does not want to let go. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, there's our secondary wing. I didn't realize the wings also fold in. That's pretty cool. Or at least I hope they're supposed to do that. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. All right. We've got these little canisters right here. Come here. As I fling it across the table. I think that actually belongs in the eye socket as well. I think he's got glowing green eyes. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, instead of guns
the missiles.
or with guns.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That tray is empty. Next tray. You got a lot for your money with this sucker. This is pretty impressive. Oh, good. I didn't have to cut that. Here we go. This is the, I think it said it was the Skeletron prisoner transport. Okay.
Very carbonite reminiscent.
It is. Very carbonite reminiscent. It's pretty neat. Opens up like that. Kind of reminds me, there was an old Voltron coffin ship. This reminds me a lot of that. Like the Robeast coffin ships. All right. Next up, we have the little, I think this is the last thing in the box. Yeah, nothing there. Just leaving the tray? Yeah. All right. There you go.
There you go.
Little robo drones, skull drones.
Skeledrones.
Skeledrones. My apologies. Those are very cool looking. All right.
Yeah, these came out first like 2 years ago.
Really?
I think they gave them away as a joke at a JoeCon to
That's
supporters.
right. They were carded. Mm-hmm. I remember that. Okay. Very cool.
I think those I still have.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing those at your place. All right. So, shall we build this thing now?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's do this. Oh God. Okay. So we've got the directions right here.
Plug in the power drill.
Plug in the power drill. Get my Ryobi out. It's time to build a RoboSkull. All right, so operations manual, firmly press blast effects into each cannon port in the front wing tips. I think that is last. I don't see why that would be first. First up, we're going to put the wings on the ears. So it shows us attaching them with the ship facing this direction, I think. Yeah, you've got your engines right here.
Yes, I believe.
No, it goes.
Points go to the back.
Points go to the back. So the gun right here goes to the back. All right. So it goes like so. Oh, okay, I see it. There's a little, if you see right there, there's a little nub. That little nub right there fits this little notch right here. So it should just pop right in like, should pop in like, maybe, like, there we go. Okay. Interesting. I don't feel like that is right. Huh. Where is... No, that is not right. We're going to pop that like so. Okay, because as you see right here in the directions, it shows this piece right here downward. And that piece was facing upward, so it needs to flip the other direction.
So you have this here, which is going to have a matching opening spot probably on the head. Here.
Got it. So, yeah. Like,
find the notch.
Good grief. All right, notch. Well, I'm glad this thing comes apart easy if it's not together properly. I don't know, man.
You want to trade?
Yeah, let me let you take.
All right, so hello.
Kevin is taking the reins.
All right, so there's the notch.
See, not as easy.
No, I do see what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't line up where you think
I
it
wonder if it needs
wants
to go on the other side of the skull.
People watching this are screaming at the video, "You idiots!" No, that definitely is wrong. You can tell by the shape of the body.
That's exactly what was happening with the other side. There we go.
Okay. There's just like a gap in there, apparently.
That was what was surprising me about it. See, but that is the way it shows.
That's nice and snug all the way in.
Yeah.
There's just a big gap in the body there.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Oh, and that popped right in there. Super easy.
Now that you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Isn't it odd how it doesn't line up with the eyes of the robot?
Yeah.
The skull. Yeah, it's kind of upward facing.
All right. So there's that. Oh, and then this goes under here. At least it should. It's a weird angle.
I'm so glad this is in your hands, not mine.
There we go. Yeah, it's just a weird angle getting that popped on there.
Interesting designs.
That's it. Underneath. Okay. And then, you just move the gun out of the way to open the mouth.
All right. Often pops in there like so.
It's going to go in there one way.
I think the design... yeah.
And that's how it fit in there.
Okay. That makes sense, because you can see the engine part on the end.
And this is what this blast is for. It's a hover containment unit.
Okay.
But we'll double check that. Yeah, see the gun snapped on.
Yep.
I just did it as sloppy as humanly possible. The clear blast effect goes on the bottom. And yeah, the headlamps look like they go in. I'm assuming. I mean, I think that's how I had it sticking in there. Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, and then you have these cool decals that show on the back.
See those decals? That's cool. All right.
All right. So we're going to do creepy green eyes instead of gun eyes, because I think that looks awesome. You could probably do one of each if you wanted.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Right? I bet they glow in the dark.
We can find out in a little bit.
I thought it came with a flight stand, but I guess I'm wrong. There was nothing else in the box.
All right, here we have it all decked out now. We've got the blast points right up there in the cannon section. We also have the one green eye and the one Gatling gun right there, and the really ridiculous electricity coming out of the mouth section right there. You'll notice you can also see right there you've got the missiles. Missiles go into the mouth. So one downside so far that we've noticed while playing around with this thing is that the blasts here are really difficult to get into the machine itself. You've kind of got to twist them in there, and then there's a bit of a gap, which, I mean, looks okay. Also, I'm not a fan of the gap right here in the wing section. I don't think that was thought out all the way. Maybe it was. Maybe that's a design choice. It is interesting. The wing display, do you want to pick up this thing and do kind of a demonstration of how the wings alternate? So we also have it on that little flight stand, which does not support its weight at all, but we can't figure out what else this little hole here on the bottom would be for. So apparently it's that tiny little flight stand, but here are the wings. The wings expand out like so, retract in, and they also, that's actually kind of cool looking. I like the way that looks. Yeah. So another difference between this and the original RoboSkull is the fact that it does not have feet to stand on. It goes kind of like that. That's actually kind of cool. But it feels like that would put a lot of weight strain on those wing pieces right there. But we shall see what happens. So, all right, let's swap it out for a 6-inch version. Open it up, pull out the cockpit, the little seats right there. You've got the peg holes. All right. Very cool. So this is the one version holds how many figures? Is it 2 figures, and the other version just holds the 1, right?
Correct.
And then if we look in here, you'll see the holes that the little pegs plug into. So let's go ahead and pop that in there. And then boom, we have got a 6-inch. Now that is freaking cool. So you can either have the 6-inch version in a giant ship or in a tiny ship, or the 4-inch version in a giant ship. Either way you go, that's pretty cool. Plus, we did discover that this thing already comes preloaded with all the decals. So all the decals that we got over here are extras. And the hot rod stickers are for customizing. So you can kind of load it up however you want. That's pretty cool. Overall, the thing's got a pretty massive wingspan in there. It's pretty cool looking. I dig it. Whoa!
It's a little hard to hold on to.
Yeah, it's pretty janky.
Moving parts.
Yeah.
And a lot of sharp pointing parts.
Yeah, they really are. It's definitely not for kids.
Yeah, this is the Red Rider of toys, man. You are going to poke your eye out. Shoot your eye out.
All right. That is pretty awesome. That is really cool. So, any final thoughts about this thing?
No. I mean, yes, it looks great. The blast effects are very hard to put in. The missiles in the mouth are next to impossible to get out without just jamming your finger in there.
Gagging them.
And then these 2 little adapters right here, that you can see that?
Yeah.
Go in the eye sockets, which are next to impossible to get your fingers in there to put them in. But then what they are adapters for, I don't know.
Okay, so, and it didn't really specify in the directions.
Because the adapter has a fat end and a skinny end. The fat end fits in the eyeball, and the skinny end fits onto the weapons and eyeballs, but so loose that they just fall. So I don't think it's for that. It mentioned something in the directions that it was for a Diaclone adapter, but I don't know what that means.
Okay, Diaclones were the original Transformers back in the day, but yeah, I don't know why that would matter. I don't know why that would work.
Putting the eyeballs in, same thing with the blast effects. They are very, very snug, so once they're in there, they're very hard to get out.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm putting it in there wrong, or if that's the right way and they're just hard to get out. But that's it. Yeah, to get the blast effects out, it's best to twist in and twist to get out.
Okay.
But yeah.
So there we have it. It is the RoboSkull Mark II from, what was the name of the company again? It is, I don't know what the Skeletron is, something like that. Yeah, so it's overall, it's not bad. I'm kind of glad I didn't back it because I just don't have room for something like this. But especially with a ghost incoming. But overall, it is a pretty cool set. Check it out. Not bad. Not bad. I wish they would have come with a 6-inch figure. That would have been pretty cool. A little bit of icing on the cake.
You had the option to buy the 6-inch figure as an Kickstarter, add-on. I just chose not to.
So there we have it. All right, that's it. Anything else? I think that about covers it.
I think there's only one thing left to say.
And that's keep it nerdy, everybody.
Keep it nerdy.